Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is Sirach chapter 50, verse 23. He grant us joyfulness of heart.
Read.
And that peace.
And that what?
Peace.
And what?
Peace.
Read.
May be in our days in Israel.
In what?
In Israel.
So who's supposed to have the peace?
Israel.
Okay, all right. So give me Sirach chapter 50, verse 13.
All right. 50:13 of Sirach.
Right.
So were all the sons of Aaron in their glory, and the oblations of the Lord in their hands, before all the congregation of Israel.
So who is this talking about?
Israel.
Okay, so we don't need to go.
Okay.
Because it's talking about Israel again. Okay, give me Psalms 29:11. You don't know who Israel is in the Bible, that's a problem. It's a real problem. All right? So we're in the fruits of the Spirit, and through the scriptures, we're breaking down the peace part in the fruits of the Spirit. We're on peace. All right, Psalms 29, verse 11. Read.
Psalms 29:11. The Lord will give strength unto his people.
Unto who? What people?
His people.
Okay, read.
The Lord will bless his people with peace.
His people with peace. Do we need to go over who his people? Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's do that. Give me Romans 11 and verse 1 to see who his people are. He said he will bless his people with peace. His people with peace. Let's say everybody. That's possessive. All right. Read that.
Romans 11
and verse 1.
Verse 1.
And that's Paul, right? Read.
I say then, hath God cast away his people?
His what?
His people.
Read from the top.
I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
You say what?
For I also am an Israelite.
Paul said what?
For I also am an Israelite.
And God's people are who?
Israel.
Okay. All right. All right. So go to Galatians chapter 5 and verse 22.
All right.
And now we're going to go over, we went over long suffering in the beginning, so we're just going to give one scripture about long suffering.
Okay.
All right, read.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering.
All right, long suffering. All right, we went over long suffering. Well, let's get a couple of scriptures about it. Give me Sirach chapter 4, verse 17. I ain't going to keep y'all long, man. I ain't gonna
No. Take your time, bro.
Alright. So you see how when you break down each one of those with the scriptures is bringing it to the same thing.
Yeah.
So, all right, read.
4 and verse what?
17.
All right, Sirach 4 and 17.
Read that.
For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways,
All right, read.
and bring fear and dread upon him.
Now, what is this talking about? This is talking about wisdom, which is Christ. It's talking about at first you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And you're not going to know the right thing to do, but you have to keep going. All right? So read that again at the top. Sirach chapter 4, verse 17.
For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways.
Read it at the top.
For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways.
So some people say, wisdom is a she. Now, read it again.
For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways,
All right, read.
and bring fear and dread upon him.
Okay, so that's talking about wisdom, right? Okay, so 1 Corinthians 1:24. So we can see what the wisdom is right there, because some people think the wisdom is a she. Read.
1 Corinthians 1 and 24. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ the power.
Who is talking about?
Jews and Greeks.
All right, read.
Christ,
Christ.
the power of God, and the wisdom of God.
And what is Christ again? Read again. From Christ.
The power of God. And the wisdom of God.
And what is Christ again? Read again.
The power of God.
So Christ is the power of God. Read.
And the wisdom of God.
So what is wisdom? Read again. We can get it till you get it. Read again from Christ.
Christ, the power of God.
Christ, slow down. Christ, the what?
The power of God.
Read.
and the wisdom of God.
So Christ is the what?
The power
Uh-huh.
and the wisdom.
So whose wisdom?
God.
Yeah, which is Christ.
Which is
All right.
Christ.
Okay. All right, read it again from the top.
But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ.
Christ, you're reading too fast. Read it again from the top slow.
Okay.
Flying over.
All right.
Read. 1 Corinthians chapter, call out the scripture. 1 Corinthians chapter.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ, the power of God and the wisdom of God.
So what is Christ?
The power of God and the wisdom of God.
So what is wisdom?
Christ.
Thank you. Now read Sirach chapter 4, verse 17 again. You see that?
Sirach 4 and 17.
See?
For at, yeah.
Okay, now you get it. All right,
Yeah.
always read it.
For at the first.
Okay, so call out the scripture again.
Okay. Sirach 4 and 17.
Good. Okay. Go ahead.
For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways.
So who's the she right there?
It's still talking about Christ, though.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. That's all I want. All right. You see that? All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
And bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline.
See, with her discipline. All right. So you understand that? So the wisdom is Christ. All right. Not to jump off, but all right. So we are on the long suffering to show you that you have to walk and you have to learn the ways which are the law, statutes, and commandments. You're not going to get them right. You're going to mess up. All right. So now we're going to get another scripture, Proverbs 24 and 16. But don't give up. Keep moving. Keep moving. All right. All right. So we're going to get Proverbs 24, 16. All right.
Proverbs 24 and 16. For a just man falleth 7 times.
For what man?
A just man falleth 7 times.
So, okay, keep reading.
And riseth up again. But the wicked shall fall into mischief.
All right, so read it up at the top.
24 and 16 of Proverbs. For a just man falleth 7 times.
So it said a just man falleth 7 times, right? Let me ask you, what's just?
The law.
What scripture?
Romans 7 and 12.
Get it? Good. Romans 7 and 12. What is just? All right. Romans 7 and 12. Good. Got it? I got it for you. Romans chapter 7 and verse 12. Romans chapter 7 and verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just, and good. You see that? So a just man falls 7 times, so you're going to fall. All right? All right? You understand that? That's why wisdom walk with you by crooked ways. All right? All right? So you're not going to know how you're walking unless if you're trying to keep the commandment. So that's why we're going over the fruits of the Spirit, so you want to be in that category of the fruits of the Spirit. All right? All right? You don't want to do the stuff of the flesh. You want to be in right with God over here, not the fruits of the Spirit. All right? So next, Proverbs 86 and 15. This is the last one about long suffering. We did long suffering in the beginning. All right? And then we're going to go to gentleness.
Proverbs or Psalm?
Psalms 86.
86.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psalms 86 and 15.
All right.
Got it? Go ahead and read it.
Psalm 86 and 15. But thou, O Lord, art a God full of compassion.
Full of compassion, read.
And gracious, long-suffering.
And long-suffering, because he knows we're going to make mistakes. All right, read.
And plenteous in mercy and truth.
Plenty in mercy and in truth. All right, we went over what the truth is. All right, so you understand that? So now go to Galatians